All right, welcome back. Another episode of the Rough Rigs podcast.
We're here, baby.
Very, very good.
We're both feeling cooked.
Well, yeah, it's been a big week. Been a big week. Plenty of late nights, early mornings, all that kind of stuff.
I didn't like that little dig you threw at me on the Supercoach pod.
Yeah, well, mate, you weren't here, so
bastard. I'm fucking working.
Yeah.
What can I do? I got a beef to settle with these Warriors fans.
Yeah, they're not happy, eh? We've upset them.
Playing the old victim card, I feel.
Well, they do like doing that.
I don't know why. But we just made a really... Well, okay, sorry. You probably said the worst take of 2025, but we made a shit tip. I'm getting judged, by the way, but apparently my fingers were stuttering or something. I was stuttering as I was talking. Shut up.
Don't stutter, mate.
I hope the Warriors lose by 60. Lucky they got the bye. Tell you that for free.
What did I even say? I don't even remember.
You said they're not going to win more than 2 games in Sydney, and...
Yeah, I'll stand by that.
They've got 1 to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Imagine they don't. You would just sit there. They will. Anyways, let's get into it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
How's your weekend/week been?
It's been long.
Yeah,
I'm
very tired.
Yeah.
We sound like pussies, but I'm very tired. Part of me, I want to watch the game, but I know what's going to happen. I'm going to crawl up on the couch, and then the eyes are going to close, and that's it.
That's it.
I'm going to wake up a full time, not seeing a single lick of football. It's going to be nice.
Wake up in a sweat.
Yeah. Cold sweat.
Hot sweat.
Steamy sweat. Yeah, but what'd you get up to?
Trying to think. It was a while ago. The weekend.
Plenty of beers.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, nice.
Don't know. I think I did something. I feel like I would have.
Eventful weekend, it sounds.
I don't know what it was. But something I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know.
If you're with Will, just let us know.
Yeah.
What did you get up to?
I swear I did something.
Went wild?
No. Stay dry.
Some X-rated videos or something?
I don't know. I think I did something, but I don't know what.
I'll tell you what I did.
What did you do?
Fuck my weekend. Monday night, went to watch some wrestling at Penrith Panthers. I don't know if you're familiar, but Nick Nemeth, also known as Dolph Ziggler.
Right.
He was on the card, and it was just a fucking great night. It was honestly just fucking hilarious. A few boys getting about, a few Sheilas.
Nice.
It was a good... Panthers, little auditorium, was pretty sick, eh? Mm. They had the Panthers meet and greet, and I think they were second to the wrestlers for once in their life, which was probably strange for them.
Yeah.
I got a photo with Nick Nemeth, so pretty cool.
Nice.
As a kid, I
remember what I did actually.
What'd you do?
On the Saturday night, I went out to the Marsden.
Oh, God.
So hit the dance floor, did some little bit of dancing.
Pulling some Sheilas.
No, they were a bit old for me.
No,
you know,
the older the better.
I think
that's what you need.
It was like I think there was like a 40th birthday or something going on. So there was all the mums on the dance floor. Yeah. So I was dancing with them, but
yeah, nice.
Left them on the dance floor.
Made her on the dance floor. That's awesome.
So yeah, that was my weekend.
Yeah, let's
very eventful.
Cougar hunting. We will. Let's get into the round that was of NRL.
Yes.
Let's do it. Do you want to get into our drink?
Yeah, we'll do that.
It's actually spooky.
So I've never seen this. I just pulled up at this 7-Eleven. They had it on the big window.
Yep.
It was like buy 2 for $6.
I thought it was Mountain Dew. Like, you know how Mountain Dew try and spice things up?
Just quickly, like with the 7-Eleven discounts. Like,
do.
It was like buy 1 for $5.50 or buy 2 for $6. Like, I can't go
It'd
wrong.
It'd be rude not to. Like, that's how me and Zach talk about 7-Eleven-A. They know what they're doing.
They know.
They're appealing to the male audiences.
Yeah.
They really know what they're doing.
No one's going into 7-Eleven to buy 1 drink.
No, you're always coming out with 3 or 2 or 5, whatever the deal is. And 2 chocolate bars, half a tank of fuel. Shout out 7-Eleven.
Yeah, buy 1 thing, get 17 things free.
And a hat. I love it. Shout out 7-Eleven.
And a donut.
Yeah.
No, they don't give their donut. Not many deals on their donuts.
You know, they give them away at the end of the night if you're there at the right time.
You got to ask for them.
Yeah, you got to ask.
It's a bit awkward because then they're like, mate, what are you doing?
You just pull up the old cricket chat and they're all they love it. Yeah. Trust me, it works.
I have tried a couple times, but then they say no and you get sad.
Yeah, we used to get that up a lot because, being young and restless.
Yeah.
You're just out and about late at night. Yeah. Oh, you're getting rid of those donuts, are you? Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, well, I was like, what do you do with the donuts? Because they're delivered fresh daily. What do you do with the ones?
Just
and they're like,
straight in the garbage.
And I'm like, oh, well, if you're throwing it out, you might as well, hand over. And they're like, no.
The garbage disposal will.
Yeah, but they don't.
Few ice creams on the side.
I've gotten a couple out of it, but a couple knockbacks. And, it's just.
What about when they're selling the packet of chips for like 30 cents because they're out of date? That's always good.
That's always good. Yeah.
Anyways, let's get into the drink.
Let's get on to the drink of the week.
7-Eleven.
But yeah, it's the old Pepsi Max. The new Pepsi Max. and it's electric.
Zero sugar.
So the old electric eel, I think.
Up the eels.
Up the eels, 100% recycled. I'll tell you what, I do like the blue. It looks cool.
I do.
I don't know what it is. It could be poison.
And because it's Pepsi, it looks unique.
But
it's,
it does.
Different.
A lot of blue going on. I like blue. Blue is a good colour.
Yep.
We're both wearing blue, so, you know.
What do they say? Blue and gold never fold.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Like that.
Yep. Go the blues. And the
Up
gold.
the blues. I feel like I know how this is going to taste like. Yeah, I definitely thought it.
I don't know.
I swear they used to have this back in the day.
I don't even know what it tastes like. It's
Bubble
just
gum. Right at the end. Do like a little lip smacker. I reckon it's like a faint bubble gum.
I don't know.
Toothpaste.
Nah.
It's something.
It's just like a,
Wild berry.
I don't know. It's just like a flat Pepsi Max to me.
With like blue.
It's a little bit of a hint of blue. I don't know.
We don't know what that blue is.
I don't know if it's bubble gum. I don't think it's bubble gum.
I think my taste buds are registering bubble gum. Like the faintest bubble gum.
Yeah, maybe.
Like that cheap one that
the juice of like a bubble gum Zupa Duper.
Yeah. But like it's that cheap one from Aldi that your auntie buys you because she hates your guts.
Yeah. So it's basically that mixed with like, it's basically like someone's just made a potion.
Yep.
At their home. They've got like a Zupa Duper.
Yeah.
They've chucked it in a Pepsi Max and then they've drank it.
That's how I see it.
They're like, let's give this a go.
Yep. Fair. I'm
So
going to give that.
I think that's what it is.
Look, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I'm going to go 6. Because it's not shit.
It's kind of refreshing.
It is refreshing. It's electric. Go the Eels.
It's a cool name. I do like the colours. The colours are good.
And it's Pepsi. It's new. It's they don't do this sort of shit.
It does have like that Pepsi taste.
It does.
Like
Compared
you
to, like,
can
those
taste the Pepsi.
Coke limes and shit.
Yeah, that you're like, yeah.
God damn.
I think that they've gone about it the right way. It's still that prominent Coke or a prominent Pepsi flavour.
Yeah.
With a hint of
Blue.
of
blue,
some
double
description. So, yeah.
I like it. Don't love it. I like it.
It's, you know what? It's growing on me.
It's growing on you. It's sip it. The longer you sip it, the better it gets.
I think it does. Yeah. I could quite comfortably finish this.
Yeah.
Well and truly.
Yeah. I don't mind it. Is this
I'm getting a 7.5.
I'm gonna go 6 flight. Just stick with my 6. I like it. Unique.
It's different. But a good different, I think.
Try it. 7-Eleven are probably giving away for $2 for 6 of them, so just try it.
Just ask.
Just ask for a free one at this point.
Just ask.
They'll probably just give it to you. Should we go through the footy results?
Yeah. First of all, our drink of the week brought to you by the Inclusion Crew.
Yeah.
Visit their website, theinclusioncrew.com.au.
Yep.
If you or anyone you know has any disabilities and you would like disability help, they have all the help under the sun or under the moon. Even.
Wherever you want it. Wherever you want to go.
Under the mistletoe, perhaps.
Justin Bieber.
Who knows? It's a good song.
You and Will.
So, yeah, whatever your needs are, whatever your wants are. Not just needs and wants.
Yep.
They do it all.
They do.
Every day of the week, 7 days a week, 24/7. They do
24/7 care.
whatever you want. They will do it.
Yep. Get around them.
You know, your daily care, your showers, your shoppings, all of that kind of day-to-day stuff. They'll mow your lawns probably.
Yep.
They're just good blokes. They'll wheel you around in your wheelchair if you want. They've got a wheelchair. You don't even need your own.
Yep.
It's just good stuff.
Yep.
It really is.
Get around them.
So, yeah, visit them on theinclusioncrew.com.au for more details. That website again, theinclusioncrew.com.au. Check them out. Great people.
Yep. Used to work with the CEO.
There you go.
Good bloke.
Very, very good. Now, let's get into the footy.
Let's do it. Rabbits.
Rabbits 28, Panthers 18.
Yeah.
This is obviously round 4 last week.
Tipped him.
You tipped him.
Up the Rabs.
Up the Reggies.
Reg round. Staying with Reg. Hey, look what happens when you stay with Reg.
That's it. They were fighting for something. You could tell they were playing for Reg out there.
Yeah. They weren't playing for a win. It was for Reg.
Yep.
Was he even there, poor bastard? probably just left at
I
home.
don't think so. I didn't see him. I was looking for him.
Yet again, Panthers scare me because they were coming back.
Yeah.
They played a horrible first half. Cleary went out.
They played good for about 10 minutes and like
Yeah,
probably could have won.
yeah. But
Well, there was that like Leota
if he
no try.
if he just puts the ball down,
where
like,
he like basically pushed the ball like into the ground.
what do you think of that? I thought it was a try.
I thought it was very clearly a try.
I think because of the force, that's how the ball spurted out to
yeah.
the side. But I still think he
Because
had enough.
if you're holding down the side of the ball and you smash it into the ground, if you do that with enough force, which he did, he's got fucking big hands.
Yeah,
He's a big, strong man.
he very.
So he pushed that into the ground. It's going to fucking pop out the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a strange call. And the replays that the video ref were looking at, like they were looking at it in normal speeds and
It's
stuff.
like they didn't want
don't
to
know.
give it. Like they went up.
Like if you look at it in normal speed, it looks a bit dodgy. But when you slow it down, there's always a hand on the ball the whole time.
Do they give it a try
strange.
if it goes up a try? That's my question. Because it went up no try.
It's
right?
it's almost like, and you do see this quite often. As soon as the ref calls it a no try,
It's a safety blanket. For them.
the video ref like wants to agree. Like
There's already doubt.
yeah,
You know, he's already
yeah.
put that doubt in the video
Yeah.
ref's head.
which I don't.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
Like if you think it's a try, just be straight up, call it a try, and then
Yeah.
go from there.
yeah.
Then if he determines it no try, I think people will be more accepting.
It's so hard to like overturn the ref's call these days.
100%.
It's just
Like as soon as you see them, like you know when they give it a try,
Yeah.
and then like 32 seconds later, it's like,
Yeah.
we're going upstairs.
Yeah.
You know you're cooked.
Yeah.
Your team's cooked.
Yeah.
Just turn it off and walk away.
I hate that. That's just like if they're gonna do that, just fucking go back to the video ref
100%.
anyway. Just I don't know.
Or give them a time frame too, because I
Yeah.
feel like some of them are the piss easiest ones, and they're there
Yeah.
for 4.5 minutes,
Yeah.
like dissecting the inside
just,
runner.
Or just say a no try because like we're waiting for like 30 seconds. We've all seen the
Yeah.
fucking replays. We know it's a no try. Then it goes upstairs and then we have to watch another replay
Yeah.
of the same thing. And then we have to say, nah, now. And then hear them fucking explaining about it.
Yeah.
It just, anyway. It's
Very-
a rant for another day.
it'd be
but
frustrating.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, Roberts played well for one half. Panthers played well for one half. They took turns.
did.
Penrith probably had 6 more minutes. They win.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't like the fact that Roberts didn't try to extend the lead. They were just happy to.
I think they
Hold
try.
it.
They just.
Or maybe the Panthers were just
I
coming.
think the Panthers just kind of.
Tommy Jenkins,
Yeah, he was good.
Milky
very, very good.
Jenkins, he was fucking outstanding.
Yeah.
22 tackles in the centre position, one miss.
As bad, like it's kind of scary because the Panthers have been so poor the last couple of weeks. Yet they've kind of been in all the games
Yeah,
still. Like
every game.
so-
And they've had injuries every week, and it's like
Yeah.
it barely affects them.
Yeah.
If that's my team or your team, we're cooked.
Oh yeah.
We're losing by 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Titans 30 defeat the Roosters 12. I don't think anyone saw the scoreline. I think lots of people thought that result was going to happen, but not the score. What did
Yeah.
you think of this?
I thought this, the game was going to pan out something like this, but I didn't like watching the game live. I didn't think that it was going to go that way once the game started.
Yeah.
because
Jaden-
the Roosters seemed on top for probably the first like 60 minutes of the
They
game.
hung around. They were just there.
I think they were in front. Like it was 12-6 or something with
Yeah.
20 to go, and then all of a sudden the Titans just ran through them. So
the forward pack of the
Yeah.
Titans just won in the game.
when you look at their four
Fuck
pack, like
me.
it's
Biggest in the comp.
yeah,
Probably the best in the comp too.
I think so. It's
Fight
right
away
up
goal.
there.
Tino Fasul Malawi. Reg.
Yeah.
Reg.
Yeah.
Like Reg is coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Some weeks.
Yeah.
Like.
And then you got blokes like Jolloff. You've got
Jolloff.
You've got fucking Fafita running off the bench. Like it's an insane forward
Fafita
pack.
Jolloff.
Yeah,
Like even Verrills. Verrills has been a very solid hook. Even Chris Randall,
Yeah.
who I'm big on.
yeah.
He comes on and just runs like a maniac.
What? Just quickly, sorry to interrupt
Yeah,
you.
all good.
I'm just looking at the NRL website. There's a lot of yellow going on.
Multicultural round.
Is that a new thing?
It's just this week, I think. But they've updated it for the whole website.
But is that a new round that's been made?
No, that they've had it for the last couple of years.
Have
I
they?
think they've just emphasised it more this year.
Right.
You know, with socks and media, and all the team lists have the color, the country's flags of their players, and
There you go. I don't remember it being a thing.
no, it's been recent.
We've always
like,
had like the Indigenous round and
two
all of
seasons
that.
or so.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Wolves perplexed. That's how tight he is.
Wow.
Yeah, but I think just the
Do
Roosters.
they get different
halves,
jerseys for it? I want to see new jerseys.
I think some of them have, but yeah, Anzac Day jerseys are coming around, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
Hope Sharks do one this year. I really like their Gallipoli one, the last one they did.
Normally they do.
No, we've been alternating between Anzac and what are the other ones?
Indigenous.
No, we always do an Indigenous. just
Women
'cause
in league.
Women in league. We alternate between that and Anzac.
Yeah.
So
I always like the women in league
Some
jerseys. They're
teams do
normally
it
pretty
well.
good. Parramatta haven't done one for a while, but
Oi.
they used to have a really good one.
I really love that light pink and light blue, not the original para blue, but that light blue they had.
Nah, I like the original.
Oh, you like the old one?
The original, like the blue jersey with the
Pink, like,
pink stripes.
here or
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I like
Anyways,
that one.
We'll talk about jerseys after that. I just thought the Roosters halves were poor. I don't
Yeah.
think they're connecting well. I don't think it's an issue of like. I think they're just getting in each other's way.
Yeah.
Sandon's not really panned out like everyone thought Sandon was.
Yeah, I think they'll come good
But I think
eventually.
they'll come good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like, how good was Campbell? Campbell, and
he was great.
he was just looked like his dad.
I
did.
think the Titans, they're going to be this kind of team. Like once they get on a roll, they're going to kind of keep going.
Hard to stop. Once that ruck's moving.
But they're going to be I think they're going to find it very difficult because they don't have anyone with a kicking game.
That's
So they're
it.
going to find it really difficult if momentum's going against them to change the
Wait till
momentum.
they verse the Dogs.
They're going to be such a momentum team. Like
They're just going to
Yeah.
squash Campbell. So
Yeah.
then they're... Yeah.
And like we've seen it in this game. This game's a perfect example. Like I reckon AJ scored in the 17th minute, right?
Yeah.
Then their next try wasn't until the 61st minute, but they got 61st minute, 68th minute, 72 minutes, 78 minutes.
It just broke it open. Fatigue.
Once they get the momentum,
Yeah.
you can't stop them. They've got so much flair, so much speed, so much attack.
Yeah. Agreed.
But they've got no kicking game to change the momentum.
What's the thing? When the only time Brimson kicked once, and the only time he kicked, it was he shonked it off his shin.
Yeah.
So like once they verse the Bulldogs, the Storm,
Yeah.
even the Dragons' defense is pretty
Yeah.
good. Like when it comes to kickers, they might be in a bit of spot of bother.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Campbell might have to take another 5 meters deeper just to ensure a good kick gets
Yeah.
off. But I was impressed. Anyways, moving on to the Broncos 20 defeating the Dolphins 12.
Yeah.
Hey, the desperate Dolphins were good.
They were good, but I thought the Broncos were pretty poor. I thought I don't know. I thought they kind of showed up and they expected to win,
100%.
and they just took it a bit easy.
I mean,
they did enough. They did what they needed to do, but they didn't really get out of first gear.
If you look at the 40-20 kick, right, the Cobbo stepped out and they didn't call. The game was there. The
Geez, that was a poor call. Like,
how do you miss that
Yeah.
one? And two, you have video ref. Like you literally have like 15 seconds until he got tackled. Like,
but it's not like it was a close call.
I know, like
Like
his
you,
whole
you get the
foot-
ones where they just brush the
Tiptoeing,
line,
yeah.
But his foot's on the other side of the line. Like it's
But that call changed the game for the Dolphins because they're up and about, and then it gets called play on.
yeah,
2 sets later, they score.
yeah.
It's like Shibasaki's crashed over.
Yeah.
Dolphins' mood just flattens.
GC is good. Shibasaki,
Shibas-
friend of the
mate,
show.
It's the goatee. It's got to be the power of the goatee. He's the only one rocking that sort of goatee.
He's been a friend of this show for a long, long time, and it's good to
Yep.
see him.
We've loved him.
Yeah. We're OGs on the Shibasaki train.
Yeah, I think Walsh was impressive. He was trying.
Yeah.
I really liked. He was just trying to do things. He was getting hit at the line. Like, yeah, impressive. Not
Yeah.
a great win, but you'll take it.
Yeah.
Against the desperate Dolphins who threw everything they possibly could.
Yeah.
You got to take those wins.
That's it.
You can't win every game by 40.
Yeah.
Like it's just unrealistic.
No, but I think they'll win this week by 40.
Anyways, Dragons 14 defeat the Melbourne Storm 8.
Yeah, wow. It was.
I was hesitant to pick the Storm, and I wish I fucking went with my gut.
Should have.
Gutho.
Yeah.
Gutho was just fucking in everything, as per fucking
Yeah.
normal.
They were just willing to.
The forwards.
They were just willing to win more.
Bite down on the
they were,
mouth
they were,
guard.
Yeah,
It
they were
was-
willing to fight
It was
hard,
just,
just do the dirty stuff, and they got the result in the end. So
how good was that yell by Gutho at the end of the game? That was like fucking we've just beaten the Storm in a wet,
Yeah.
miserable clash. But yeah,
it was the perfect weather for them.
Oh.
I think a dry track they don't stand a
it's
chance.
harder.
But
It's harder.
yeah,
I don't know. Dragons weirdly get the wood over the Storm the last 2 games now.
and I mean they always do pick it up at home. Like
It's
You
weird.
know, down in Wollongong, they're pretty good there. So
Yeah, Flano was on the sideline. We should have known. If Flano's on the sideline, like they're going to win.
Yeah,
It's sort of
yeah.
like the Ricky effect.
it is.
Anyways,
Ricky's been kind of. I don't know what to make of Ricky on his sideline antics. Well, let's get into it.
He's
actually,
always in there. He's always there.
The Cowboys Raiders game. He's there, but he's there in patches.
He is.
He's not there for the 80 minutes. He's up in the box, and then
He must have a small bladder or something. He's off for a piss or
yeah,
something.
I don't know, because like the camera it'll pan to him, and he's in the box, and then like it'll pan 5 minutes later, he's down kicking a chair on the sideline.
next
like,
set.
what's he doing? Just fucking running back and forth.
He's trying to tick those numbers up on the steps.
I'm confused.
And Cowboys 30 defeat the Raiders 20.
Yes,
And Ricky's just stepping around the joint.
It was a hot day too.
Oh, Ricky, I think he was trying to get the steps up.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
trying
Burn some cardio.
he's overweight.
He's sweating it out.
Trainers tell him you need to lose a few kegs, mate.
Perfect opportunity. 40-degree heat. He'll go and just up and down the steps all day. So,
Yeah. Desperate Cowboys. Again, a desperate team that hasn't won a game.
yeah.
And they just, again, threw everything possible.
I think, in all seriousness, I think the conditions got the better of the Raiders. I think,
100%.
the home conditions obviously helped the Cowboys there, and they were just obviously they've had all preseason in the summer,
Yep.
in that kind of conditions, whereas the Raiders have been down in Canberra. So,
Yeah.
I think that's where the game was won. To be honest,
Yeah. Do we need to start having that conversation about the Big Red? He's doing some dumb shit every week.
he always has though. That's kind of
But it's
that's
like,
what he does.
I don't mind giving away a silly penalty, but he's giving away some just meathead penalties.
That's what he is though.
And they cost them points twice.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
I don't think you're ever going to change that. Like that's just
the
what
passion,
he is.
but you got to...
Like I think you got to take the good with the bad with him.
That's
I
true.
think you just like that's what he is. He didn't play much last year because of that reason.
Yeah.
He can cost you game, but he can also win you game. Some of those
That's
offloads
true.
that he threw were very good, and
Your mate Purdue had a nice little outing, I thought. He was very...
he looked good.
If he could just gain a few kilos, I'm starting to change my tune. I like the look. If he could just gain some weight...
And defensively, he's getting much better as well. He's making some good reads.
He's just very skinny.
Yeah.
He's a fucking little young man. He's so young. Anyways.
Farso.
Oh, speedy.
Zippy.
Adam Zampa.
Quick off the mark.
Bulldogs 20 defeat the Cronulla Sharks 6. First time they've beaten the Sharks at Shark Park in some stupid amount of years.
Shark Stadium.
Yeah, Sharks Dog Park. The doggies fans are calling it.
The dog park.
Hey, fair enough. They fucking played outstanding.
The off-leash dog park.
Just let them off.
No, they're on the lead.
They were on the lead the whole time. Mate, they were impressive. And I was hating it, but I was loving it because Jacob Preston had a fucking outstanding performance.
And moving on.
Yeah.
Good week to sell Preston.
Doggies game plan. I just got to highlight it. They just took Kennedy out of the game from minute 1.
Yeah.
They just hit him hard. I just want to bring up the Reed thing. What are your thoughts on the I wouldn't call it an incident, but the Reed Marnie collision with Atkinson? To paint the picture for those who probably didn't see it or don't watch Sharks and Bulldogs games, Atkinson got onto a grubber that was ricocheted off 7 people's legs.
Yeah.
And he probably could have got up after he picked it up, but he thought, I'm just going to cop the hit.
Yeah.
Reed Marnie, the little bulldog himself, I'm going to call him the bulldog, comes in and tries to flying an elbow at his head.
Yeah.
I thought it was just stupid, and I'm shocked that he only got fined. I'm honestly a bit shocked, considering his record. And
I don't know.
I'm okay with it. Just go for his ribs.
I kind of like
Just
it.
don't go for the head. Anywhere but the head.
I kind of like the grubbiness in him, to be honest.
No,
I don't know.
I appreciate the grubbiness. I love grubby players. They're my favourite types of players. But just don't go for the head.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was a fullback instead of
Did he actually get him in the head, though?
Yeah, but he sort of missed because
Yeah.
Atkinson saw him coming and went... just went like a turtle.
Because
Literally. He went, oh, fuck this.
it wasn't like he just like...
Rewatch it.
It wasn't like direct shoulder, like straight to
No, it was like
straight to the noggin.
How do you explain it? Like he was literally trying to forearm him on the grip. Like
I think he was trying to hit him in the head, but he missed.
He got him, but he missed.
Yeah.
If he hit flush,
I think it was flush. I think
Atkinson's knocked out.
My opinion would be very different. Be a fucking grub act, and he should get the book thrown at him.
Well,
but he missed, so it's like it's all good.
You know what I found funny? I think Serrato thought it was red card straight away because they panned up to him on the replay. And I've never seen a coach lose it. He was fucking swearing and going off his nut.
Yeah. It's dumb. If I was a Bulldog supporter, I'd be annoyed with it. But as a kind of a neutral fan, I don't care. Keep doing it. It's funny.
You sort of love him too. He was an eel.
He was an eel.
Yeah, I mean, he hates the club now for whatever reason, which I don't fully understand.
Well, he's the Bulldogs
They
now.
didn't respect me over there in the post game. I'm like, they did. They just didn't want to give you more money. That's all the issue was. Like, anyways, unbelievable performance by the Bulldogs. And, I think they're genuine title contenders after that one. Like, genuine.
Yeah.
No Burton, no Kickow, and they get that done.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought without Burden and without Kickow, I thought they'd
Bro, they're forwards.
I thought they'd lose, and I thought they'd lose pretty, not comfortably, but I thought they'd,
I think this year's different, bro.
Yeah.
This year's different. I think it's all about your forwards this year.
I mean, they've had like as good defensively as they were last year. They've had another year now, like to perfect those systems and those combinations in attack and defense. So, they could be definitely a top 4 team, and who knows, chance for a premiership.
They could seriously win it.
Yeah.
You don't want to be versing the Doggies round 1 of the finals. Like they're that sort of team.
They're not going to win excitingly.
They're going to win 16-14 easily.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're going to let you have a sniff, but just shut you down.
Yeah.
Like just shut you straight down. Like, it was awesome. The Doggies fans deserve this too.
Like they're not an exciting team to watch.
No.
Like you're watching it and
it's old school footy.
Yeah, it's old school footy.
It's old school footy.
If you're not a Doggies fan, if you're not the team that they're playing, you're kind of zoning out. Like it's just it's good. It's back and forth. And it's a little bit something different, but it's not edge of the seat stuff.
No, it's not like Manly. I'd say when they're trying to just throw the footy around.
Yeah.
But mate, Doggies fans deserve this.
Yeah.
Like, they've gone through some fucking horrendous years.
Yeah.
Bro, Serrato looks like Jesus in their eyes. Manly Seagulls 26 defeat the Parramatta Eels 12.
Yeah.
I didn't think either team was good.
Nah,
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I thought Manly were really poor. I thought this was honestly one of their poorest games of the year for them.
Yeah.
They looked awful. Obviously, Tom Trbojevic went off. Well, he went off at half time, but he was
cooked after 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes. So he looked good in that first 10 minutes and then was just limping around like a 80-year-old man. So I don't know why they kept him out there. But
I thought Dylan Brown had an absolutely excellent first half. I thought he was in everything. He was trying everything. He was running. He was connecting with Lane. And then second half, he just didn't do anything he did in the first half.
Yeah.
Like what was working for him in the first half, he just put away.
I don't think he was that great in the first half.
I thought he was excellent.
Yeah.
Considering. And then second half he just
I think Parramatta's biggest problem is the forwards at the moment.
just too old.
We spoke about it in the green room.
In the green room, which is right here, but just green.
It's in the blue room.
The blue room.
The blue room.
Not the Blues. Fuck Queensland.
The blue and gold room.
Never followed. Okay, maybe sometimes.
Maybe. But
Don't worry.
But no, we were talking about, and the biggest problem that Parramatta's always had is their forward pack. When they had Regan Campbell-Gillard and Junior Paulo on the field, they were a completely different team. They were running up the middle, defeating teams in the middle, and then your Dylan Brown, your Moses, your Gutherson was playing off the back of that and, scoring a lot of points and being really dangerous. Now, they've gotten rid of Regan Campbell-Gillard, so you're left with an aging Junior Paulo, who does look very fit. Like he
looks fit, but you can
he's
see
trim.
The
but
body is playing the forward pack position isn't for everyone.
And you don't. It's not like a halfback position, right? Where like towards the end of their career they're hitting their peak.
Yeah.
No forward is hitting their peak at the back end of their career. Like
it's like look at Bunty Afoa.
Yeah.
Once a great forward, now he's older, slower. The body breaks down.
you look at like every great forward, James Tarmo, like
that's a great example.
One of the great forwards in his prime.
Yeah.
Towards the back end of the career, was coming off the bench for 20 minutes and looked poor.
Aiden Tolman, absolute war dog, but then 300 games in the middle. Like
Aaron Wood's another one, like towards the back end of his career. Like just
Bird, any of them. Any of those big boys that just operate in the middle.
Yeah.
Fafita. OG Fafita, not David. Fuck. Andrew, I'll die on this grave. Andrew is the best Fafita out there. And that's all I'll say.
But yeah, Junior, he's getting old. Not quite as good as what he once was. No. He's
age
he's over the hill. He's over the hill. So you've got an aging Junior Paulo who's still probably our best go forward.
Yeah, 100%.
And there's no one supporting him. So forwards aren't doing the job. And Dylan Brown's got to create something off the back of nothing.
Yeah.
He's got no momentum.
No half can do that.
So as much as he's been poor, he's been, expected to do a job that he's never done before.
Yeah.
And try and turn the momentum and create something off the back of nothing, which he's never been able to do. So just because he's got this big contract from Newcastle.
It's highlighted. Everyone's like-
You can't expect him to just completely
Yeah.
become a different player. So
Yeah,
I think the biggest problem with Parramatta is just lack of forwards, lack of go forward. Hopgood's been okay, but again, he hasn't probably been up to his standards.
2 years ago, he was excellent. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just tricky with them. But shining light, Riley Smith. Is it Smith?
Yeah.
I like him.
He's been decent.
I think he'd be a very good hooker.
I think Lomax has been our best.
Mate,
he's been outstanding. He's been trying to. He's been one
He
like
tries everything.
yeah. He's been one like Dylan Brown. Obviously hasn't been. He needs that go forward. Whereas Lomax is trying to create that
He
momentum.
just takes the shit up carries.
He's trying to change the game. Give those spine players something to work with, a little bit of go forward and momentum, and he's doing everything he can. But there's just no one going with him.
I must admit, I know a lot of people hate the Fox, and I understand he's a polarizing figure.
He's
But
been good.
He has been trying to bring a type of energy and culture and something to this, Eels group that's obviously down on confidence, rightfully so, a young side.
Down on experience.
Like Iongi drops the ball, and like you can see the middle's like off. You can see them before they went high five. It's all right.
Yeah.
They went for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
The first person I saw running into the seam was Fox and Lomax going, fuck it, don't worry, all good, all good, baby. Like little things like that.
I think Simonson's back this week, or Simonson. He's going to make a big difference.
He goes forward. He goes hard.
Because he's one of those real effort players. He is going to put the hard work in.
Is Sam Roney back?
Hey,
is Sam Roney back?
No.
I really like him.
Yeah.
He has a crack too.
Yeah, but I just can't see Parramatta turning this. Like, you put Moses into this team, I think this is going to have the same problems.
I think Moses can generate 8 points by himself. Seriously. 2 try assists, whatever it may be.
Yeah, maybe.
Moses is that good.
He is, but he's... Again, like he's always been at his best with that forward pack behind him.
But then again, you can't expect him round 7 to come in and just roll in like Jesus Christ like he did last year.
Yeah.
There wasn't that Gutho there steering the ship forward.
Yeah.
So I get you. Warriors.
I'm still shocked, to be honest, with getting rid of Gutherson and getting rid of Regan Campbell-Gilley. You get rid of your best forward and your captain and your leader and the heart and soul of the team. Anyway,
I reckon that Gutho move might go down as the Eels' worst move in the history of the club.
It's just like stupid.
He is the Parramatta Eels. Anyway, I still see him as a Parramatta Eel. I can't. There's something within me when he walks out with that red V on his chest.
It doesn't look right.
It looks right, but I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. So, anyways, Warriors 26 defeat the West Tigers 24 in an absolute seesawing affair.
It was. I thought the Tigers were right on top. I think they scored a couple of tries in a row, and they looked like they were going to win comfortably. And then all of a sudden, the Warriors turned it around.
The Warriors' ability to just hang around is what I think their best trait is.
Yeah,
their physicality, 1 through 13, is unmatched. I think honestly, Chance goes hard, their wingers go hard, their centers go hard. Everyone goes hard.
Yeah,
there's no real, average runner. They all try and rip and tear. I think it was a good game to watch. Warriors fans hate our guts.
They do.
You made a comment last week stating that the Warriors won't win more than 2 games in Sydney, and I just put that up just to see how it'd go on the old TikTok. And 15,000 views later, 200.
It reached New Zealand.
200 plus comments. I feel like it's deserved, right? You said something pretty wild. They only need to win 1 more out of a possible fucking 12 or whatever it is. But I feel like they were playing the victim card. Like there was a lot of comments like, these Aussies don't believe in us up to ours. And so I delete the podcast, which I responded to a few and going, okay. And they didn't know how to take it. Or I just write, don't tempt us with a good time. And they'd come around to us. Like, it's good banter. But they're playing the victim card. And some lady pointed that out. They're like, they're allowed to be shit tippers, Aren't we all? How did you tip last week? And they're all like 3 out of 8. I'm like, yeah, good on you, you dogs. Like, stop playing the victim card. We made a shit tip.
Yeah. But they always have, like, even with the refs. Every week,
I've noticed that actually.
Every week they carry on about how the refs are against
the refs are against us. The refs have made
yeah.
poor calls for every fucking team, every game.
The refs are just incompetent.
I think the refs have probably been very poor to start the season.
Yeah,
like compared to other years where they sort of start well and they just die in the arse.
There's no agenda against the Warriors, and
there is none. Like if anything, they probably get a few rub of the green calls just because the whole COVID and yada yada. Fuck. Anyways, I'm not going to talk about
that penalty goal for Chance where he got like
the old fake head injury.
Yeah.
Same with Taruva. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that that's coming back into the game.
Yeah.
Because now they're going any head high contact.
What I think, and this isn't a dig at the Warriors, but this is across the board. I think any player that stays down should be an instant HIA. Because you see it all the time. Like players, they have that little brush and they stay down, and then they're still staying on the field. If you stay down and the game gets stopped, even if the game doesn't get stopped, if you try and stay down for a bit, I think it's just should be an instant HIA.
Unless you've been winded or hitting the neck by a little at the Adam's apple, because that takes it out of you. Unless the independent doctor says he's cooked because he's lost his breath or winded. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
You should be forcing off or do what they do in football, like soccer. If you're faking an injury, the ref sends you off and he doesn't wave you back on until he's ready to wave you back on.
Yeah.
And it's not normally longer than 2 minutes, but it's like, all right, you want to fuck around? Get off. And then they literally have to wait for the ref to go, yep, you're back on. Sweet.
Yeah. The problem is you can't.
You can't. It's
you
hard
can't
to
accuse them of faking an injury because what's going to happen one day is the refs are going to say, no, you're faking it, get up. And it's going to be an actual serious injury, and then there's
he tries to get up, and then he's doing the old wobbly boot, and then, it's a tricky one.
And then the lawyers get involved, and it's all duty of care and all of that stuff. But I think take that duty of care argument and say, right, well, you've stayed down, we've got a duty of care, you've got to go off the field.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that, and they do it more, but it's not enough.
Like Taruva did it too in the first half.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah,
and then he's like, penalty. Oh, sweet boys, I'm good. What up, baby?
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck?
That's it. Like every team does it, and they're going to keep doing it until
the NRL do something about it.
So,
but I just hope the players all unanimously go, you know what? Unless you're hurt, just get up.
Yeah,
proper.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just the fan in me just wanting to see a good, honest game.
Taruva does it all the time. Taruva pisses me off. I don't like the bloke, but anyway.
Let's get into the review of this round.
Yes.
And our tips, Warriors fans. Our tips. I'm going to tip the Warriors this week.
Oh, yeah. Against the bye.
Imagine they get done for salary cap this week. Anyways, shout out the Warriors. We got the Raiders versus Sharks in 20 minutes. So let's... Yeah.
10 minutes. 10 minutes, mate.
Oh, fuck. Who do you think wins this one?
I reckon the Sharkies.
It's
in Canberra.
I also think the Sharks win, but I'm nervous.
Where's Ricky? Is he in the bed? Is he on the bench or is he in the box?
6 layers of jackets on. I'm very nervous for the edge.
Is he walking up and down the steps? Probably not. He doesn't like the stadium. He always complains about it, doesn't he? It smells bad.
We lost Hero and Sifa.
Yep.
And we replaced that with Hiroti, who is a winger by trade.
Yep.
He's playing in the centres. I'm worried about that defensively, but we get back Hazelton. So I'm going to pick the Sharks because I don't know. I just think we can win. I'm nervous.
I think there's enough in the Sharks. I still think
I'm nervous, man.
You're very poor defensively on that side with Atkinson, but that was kind of
he's not a centre
thrown in mid match. They've had a week to prepare for it, so they'll be much better. So
I'm going to pick the Sharks. Panthers versus Cowboys.
I'm going Panthers by a lot. Cleary's back. They're coming off 3 losses in a row. They're going to be fired up. They're not going to take this one easy. They're going to be wanting to prove a point. At Combank Stadium, the Panthers fans will get around them.
I'm tipping the Panthers, but I wouldn't be surprised if they win by 4.
I think Cowboys put a lot of energy into their last game. The heat up there as well. I think that'll take them out of them.
I think they're going to be very desperate, the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go the Panthers, but not by much.
I reckon Panthers win by 30.
The old rivalry, Rabbits versus Roosters at Accor, which I'm sick of this game getting played at Accor in front of 28,000 people.
Yeah.
Put it in Allianz.
Yeah.
Just swallow your pride, Rabbits, or vice versa.
Well, the Rabbits want to play there.
It makes more sense.
Rabbits want to play at the football stadium, but the Roosters don't want them to.
I don't get it. It'll look like 30,000 there would look like it's 80,000, right? It would just be a better spectacle for the fans, but fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them both.
And you'd get 40,000 there, I reckon.
This game, you just got to tip off fucking vibes because it doesn't matter what
form goes out the window when these two sides play.
I'm going to go the Rabbits only because Latrell's back and I think Jack Williams has a bounce back game.
Yeah.
Jack Williams?
Jack Williams.
Jack White.
Jeez.
Too many Jacks on the edges. But I think this will go down to like a 4-point thriller.
Yeah, I think it'll be close.
I'm going the Rabs.
I think it'll either be close or it'll be an absolute blowout. Like one team will either win by 50 or it'll be within 6.
Yeah. Now, Game of the
And
round.
I'm going Rabbits as well.
Game of the
for
round.
Reg. For Reg.
For Reg. Oh, you're on the Reg train.
I'm on the Reg train now. I'll back for Reg.
Welcome. Now, arguably, the game of the round, I think a lot of people are going to be tuning in for this. The Parramatta
You know
Eels.
what? Unironically, it probably is going to be one of the
I'm not
most.
even taking the piss.
Yeah.
The Parramatta Eels versus Clint Gutherson.
Yep.
Don't worry about the Dragons. It's Gutho versus the Eels.
It's the old Daniel Alvaro Cup. This one.
Yeah. The Gutho Cup, which I never thought I'd call it that.
Daniel Alvaro, one of the greats of these two clubs.
At Combank Stadium.
At Combank Stadium, yes.
Dragons, Eels. Gutherson, Eels.
Lomax.
I don't think it.
Lomax up against the Dragons.
He's on the back burners. Fuck that. It's more the Gutho Cup. Look, I want Gutho so badly to score 2 tries. I want him to Gutherino in the in-goal area. I want him to flip the bird off at the CEO sitting in the stand somewhere. And I just want the Dragons to win by 100. I know that's not going to happen, but I'm tipping the Dragons
Yeah.
for Gutho.
I
I stand with Gutho.
as a Parramatta supporter, I kind of hope Gutho scores and does a Gutherino.
Imagine he game with
I just think that would be fucking funny.
He does a backflip into a Gutherino.
Like if he did, I'll be like, fair enough, mate. I fucking rate that.
What a bloke.
I don't know if he will though, because Shane Flanagan, he's coming out and he doesn't like the whole celebrations, does he?
He'd have to do it if they're winning by 22 with
He couldn't do it when
eight
they're
to go or something. But Gutho's he's a smart footballer. He's not just doing it willy nilly.
Yeah.
He didn't just do it willy nilly at the Eels.
Yeah.
They'd have a big lead.
Yeah, he didn't do it when they he didn't do it every time he scored.
No. He picked his moments.
He had. I don't reckon he did it all his last year at Parramatta.
I think he knew he was on the outer, so he's like, what's the point of entertaining these motherfuckers? Probably.
He picks his moments.
I love
He picks
Gutho.
and this would be a moment.
Has he scored for the Drags yet?
No. Set up like all their tries, but hasn't scored one.
Oh, dude, this is set up.
Yeah.
What's Gutho paid? That's my bet of the week.
Oh, it's already mine.
Bet of the week, Gutho to score. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's it. I'm tipping the Dragons. Up the Drags.
Yeah, I'm going the Dragons. I tell you what, I think the Eels would be up for this.
Mate, they're going to be
because
desperate.
up against Gutho, he's gonna fucking cop it. Like every time he gets the ball, there's gonna be like 6 Eels on him.
Oh, okay, I better say that. I think the crowd will cheer him. I think it'll literally be the opposite, crowd-wise.
I'm interested. I'll probably go to this game.
You should.
I probably will.
Shit time, though.
Yeah. No, I think it's a good time.
Actually, we got the 9 o'clock game for cricket, so that's not too bad. You just roll in, play the game, roll out.
Yeah,
Sleep.
Saturday arvos, not a bad time
Yep.
slot actually. I like it. You don't like your Saturday arvos, but anyway,
3 o'clock. It's just like fucking grow up.
no,
We're
it's
adults.
good. It's
Started at 5.
good. Nah, I don't want to wait till 5.
What, you want the day to be finished, mate?
Hey,
You want the day to hurry up quicker and get to the...
I just want to watch footy.
Fair enough.
I don't want to wait till 5 to have to watch footy.
Go the Drags.
Start at 3.
We want to see... Are you going to wear your jersey? Are you going to rep the jersey or... Are you going to be incognito?
No, if I go to the game, I'll be wearing my jersey.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. You cheered for Gutho?
Yeah, of
Pretend to go.
My Dragons jersey.
You just slowly rip it off. So who you tipping?
I'm tipping the Dragons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Titans versus Dolphins.
Mm.
I hate to say this. I think the Dolphins lose, and they lose by a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I've been very big on the Titans actually all year, and I'm continuing to be big on them. I like them.
Dolphins just not good.
No.
Sorry, Dolphins.
No.
Dolphins fans are going to come at us.
And again, we've seen how dangerous the Titans are in attack when they get a bit of momentum. There's going to be a stage during this game where they get some momentum and they're just going to carry on.
I just look at the
think.
forwards and I'm like, okay, Titans have got the better forwards.
Yep.
Game over.
Yep.
Honestly. Broncos versus West Tigers.
Broncos by 50.
Broncos in a tight one.
Really?
Yep.
You reckon the Tigers will put up a fight, or you reckon the Broncos will be poor?
I think that the Tigers will put up a fight. I'm interested to see Galvin playing by himself again. Yeah, I think Galvin could have a big one because he's going to no Jerome.
Yeah.
So I think
Luai's a big loss for him.
Yep. I'm going to tip the Broncos, but I think it'll be close.
Yeah. I think the Broncos will be cautious of how they played last week. I think Madge will get him fired up for this one against his old team.
Being the Tigers.
So he'll want a big
and
performance.
Madge seems like a petty bloke in a respectful way. Like I mean that in the most respectful way, like a Gutho.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think Madge will like put a whole thing about it, but they'll know.
Yeah, 100%.
He'll like throw subtle
It'd be like the T's,
subtle jabs.
It'd be like the T's and C's
Yeah.
after you buy a product.
Yeah.
Manager will go, if you don't fucking win this game, I'm gonna fucking scold all you.
Yeah.
You're not getting drinks. You're not
Yeah.
getting food after the game. Fucking get
Yeah.
on the bus and go home.
Yeah, he'll get into the beforehand. Now, boys, I don't want you to think about me. I don't want you to think that I was the former coach of the Tigers.
You just like calling the
I just want you to get out and do your job, and don't whatever you do, don't think about that I used to coach the Tigers. They were the team that I used to coach, and they sacked me. Right? Don't think about that.
Yeah.
Don't think about that.
He's narrating. He's talking to the third person. He would. Yeah, I think you're right. Subconsciously,
He's got Tales of Tiger Town playing in the background.
he's got a tiger shirt on a pitchfork. Unironically, could be the game of the round 2. Seagulls versus Storm at 4 Pines Park.
Battle of Brookie.
Battle of Brookie. I'm going Manly. Short and sweet. I'm going Manly.
Wow.
I think Lehigh is going to be solid.
Yeah.
And I think Cherry's going to have I think, honestly, Cherry and Olakwatu are going to make Munster's life a living hell.
Sunday 4 p.m. If it's dry,
dude.
if it's dry conditions,
What a game.
this could be good.
This could
Good
be
fun.
the biggest crowd, noise, reactions, it's on.
I think Melbourne win coming off a loss. I think they'll be better. I think that just without Turbo. I think if Turbo plays, I'm probably tipping Manly. But I think he's such a big loss for
I'm
him.
sticking by Manly.
Manly, they've never performed great. Whenever they're playing and Turbo gets injured, that's kind of like season done for them.
Yep.
They don't have the resilience to kind of keep going without him.
Yep.
They're so reliant on him, and I think Storm get win here.
I'm going Manly. Bulldogs versus Knights. I think this is a pretty simple one. Respectfully to the Knights, I'm going the Dogs. Kalen Ponga is just going to get assaulted. Assaulted.
Purely because you said it's a very simple one, and you seem extremely confident with this tip.
Mate.
I'm going the Knights.
After what the Knights
just because of that reason.
After what the Knights dished up last week, I know they've had a week and a half off.
They've had a week off. They're going to be well rested.
Marju is going to fucking cop it. He's going to cop the fucking Kennedy treatment.
Yeah.
He's going to catch the bomb and get bashed.
But he's also a lot bigger than Marju is a lot bigger than Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he can't catch a ball, whereas Kennedy can.
Yeah.
That's my thought process. Literally, that's it. I'm sorry, Knights fans.
I think the Knights pull an upset here. Coming off of the bye last week.
Yep.
They're well rested. They've been training for 2 weeks for this game.
Bit of cake for the boys.
And the Doggies are due for a loss.
I don't believe in that.
They're due for a loss.
Fucking lost shit anymore.
No, I believe it well and truly. They're due.
So one of the Eels due for a win. Exactly.
Maybe around 15.
Let's quickly go through it so I can clip these up and the Warriors fans can hate on us when we're 0 from 8.
Yep.
Raiders Sharks.
I'm going Sharkies.
I'm joining with the Sharks. Panthers Cowboys.
Panthers by a lot.
Panthers in a close one. I'm going. Rabbits Roosters.
I'm going Rabbits just.
I'm also joining you on the Rabbits in a close one.
Yeah.
Eels versus the Dragons.
I'm going the Dragons. Gutho score.
Dragons.
Lomax scores, I reckon, as
Oh,
well.
that'd be cool. Dragons to win for me and Gutho to hopefully score and do the Gutherino. That'd be cool. Titans versus Dolphins.
I'm going the Gold Coast of Titans.
I'm sorry, I'm going the Titans. Their 4-pack's too good and the Dolphins just don't look very good, respectfully.
And Desi's got good hair.
He has got good hair. That's true. He's got good hair every week. So Broncos versus the West Tigers.
I'm going the Broncos by 50.
I'm going the Broncos by 8. I think it'll be close. Seagulls versus Storm, Battle of Brookie.
Battle of Brookie, I'm going the Storm.
I'm going the Seagulls. I think that the crowd's really going to bring them in this. And yeah, bit of rain maybe. Bit of southeasterly. I don't know what that means, but it's going to fucking happen.
Sounds good. What about a northeasterly? Northwesterly?
Tim Bailey should be cooking up in the sky. And Bulldogs versus the Newcastle Knights at a core.
Yes. I'm going the Knights.
I'm going the Dogs. Because who let the Dogs out?
They've got a good record at a core, the Knights. I don't know if they do or not, but it sounds good.
Yeah, shut the fuck. Do not listen to that. And the Wires had the bye, so I hope they lose so the Warriors fans hate us. It was Here we go. George is arriving, and we are wrapping this up.
I reckon
footy's about to start.
I reckon the Warriors, I reckon they win just Golden point.
against the bye.
Yeah, golden point.
Anyways, you got anything else?
They'll get a couple of favourable calls from the ref.
Yeah, and then they can't suck on social media. You got anything else before we wrap this up?
Anything happening in the IPL worth talking about?
Virat misfielded, went for a 4, and then he blamed his fingers.
Yeah, nice.
So we all laugh at him for that.
How good.
Yeah,
Go Virat.
go Virat.
Well, actually, you see the Sixers? They posted
Yeah, April Fool's.
April Fools that
No,
they
the April
they've
Fool's shit.
signed.
April Fool's shit is so dry to me these days.
I like it.
Yeah, you're so young at heart.
I like the little April Fools.
That's
joke.
it for me because I want to go watch the footy with the misso.
Yeah, yeah.
Love you.
Bye.
Except for Warriors fans. Don't love you.